Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Check out the 2020 Superduty, and I'm coming back with you for a video you guys keep asking about, a video you guys have been watching from way long ago about how to drain your coolant, and especially your secondary cooling system. I'm going to show you today on this one because it's got an easier bumper so you guys can have some ocular vision, and I'm going to show you it's not that big of a deal. Plus I got a little special tool for you. All right guys, let's go. All right guys, thanks so much for coming back. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe right now. Big shout out to my disabled veteran, you know who you are, making me my PTT coolant petcock drain little wrenches. I use them all the time. Brought a few down to Florida. He 3D printed them, I like them. I think we could do maybe a different, more robust plastic, but they work really well and they're sleek and slim and will allow me to get in the crevices where these people have aftermarket bumpers on it and those frickin' ranch hands. Ugh. But those have some bracketry that go right in front of the secondary petcock on the secondary radiator. Well, a little concoction with my wrist and a little tool like this, I'm able to get in there. And I'm going to show you guys because apparently the older video, I couldn't get that point across to you guys. So what we have today is a 20, and it's got, I think, 20,000 miles on it. We have had this in here before. We did the PPE intake, PPE air snorkeling. But one of the things that we're going to take care of is actually a P0128. P0128 on a 6.7. I haven't had too many of those, but we are going to be putting in a brand new thermostat. This is the part number for your 6.7 thermostat. This is the dual thermostat, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Let me open the box. Your 6.7 thermostat is just like this. Got two here. Gaskets already incorporated. Each of these are going to open up at a different temperature, and I'm going to put those on the screen right meow. That's this one, and that is this one. And when you put it in, I always make sure the little relief bleed port is on the inboard side, on the turbo side, not the valve cover side. And we fill it up, put everything back together, and you'll be good to go. So let me get, you guys can choose whether or not you want to reuse the coolant depending on the mileage or the condition of the coolant. This customer is going to want me to reuse his coolant or put new coolant in. What do you want? You tell me, customer, what do you want?
Well, we'll reuse it, we just changed it.
Okay, we're gonna put the same stuff back in, but that's gonna make us have to make sure our pans are clean. Every time I get done using them, I always make sure they're rinsed out and all nice and clean. But we're gonna do the secondary to show you guys how to do it, but I have to drain the primary, and we're gonna start with that. Come over here to my basin pan, and I have a couple of these. This is what I've had this at the dealer. This is what I used all the time, and I usually put that on the driver's side and use this degas bottle hose for the secondary. And if you guys are wondering what size hose I am using, okay, it didn't say on that. Maybe it's on this one. I can't remember. Let me pull back my sheathing. There it is. Where is it? I want you guys to have the same. Oh, there it is right there. 5/16. And I wound up, so this came off of a big roll in the parts department, and I wound up having an old Slurpee big gulp plastic hard straw, and I wound up doing something like that so the coolant didn't curl and spew out. I wanted the coolant to come, you know, right down. So you're down here on the driver's side, and what a perfect spot and video quality to show you exactly where you're gonna be draining your coolant. All right, we're right below. You don't technically need this, but this is what I do. So you're gonna take your little tool and you're gonna be kind of fighting the rubber O-ring in here, okay, because it's not been disturbed. So you're gonna, might feel some resistance, don't fret, all right? And this is not gonna come out. It will come out, but if it comes out and you're right here, you are gonna get douched with coolant, just forewarning. So we're gonna turn this some more. And the way I like, I like this tool specifically because I have so many different points of spots where I can put this in. So we're starting to leak, and you guys can notice we're just a little clockwise of 12 o'clock. So we're gonna go just a little past 12. I'm talking like maybe 11:30. So if that's 12, I want this like right here. All right. Look at the coolant coming out. Now what we didn't do was take off the degas bottle cap. If the degas bottle cap's off, it's actually gonna come out just a little faster. We're just gonna drop this level down just low enough to where we can take the upper hose off. Okay, visualize with me. We're gonna take that upper hose off and take that thermostat out so we don't have to drain the whole entire cooling system. But we got the drain, we got, just let me go a little bit more. Okay, just like that. We got a good stream. Now you have to repeat the same thing for the passenger side. But the passenger side isn't as accessible as that, especially if they have the stock bumper on it. You can't really see through the stock bumper. Well, actually, I'll show you. Unscathed, rip open the cover off the beast. Okay, here's the secondary. Where's the secondary? Okay, you can't see it. You're gonna disassemble all your plastics. All right, so you come up in here. Oh, somebody might have the covers right there. So now that's a little harder, even more. So I'm gonna take you guys up in here. All right, here is the secondary petcock on your truck. See that little nipple down there? That is where I put my hose on, but it's facing forward. Okay, so here's a little better of a view of a truck that does not have a factory bumper. Put the cover down on the beast. Tow hooks uncovered. All right, so we come back over here. We barrel roll on the floor and look at exactly what I'm talking about. So we have a straight shot, straight down, okay, minus the tool, and same thing. I'm gonna pull it towards us. If we're sitting in the front, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so we wanna pull this down, lefty-loosey, okay? And we are gonna do, this is why I need to get ones with better plastic on them, like some ABS plastic, because they, over time, I've had this for, or not I've had it, I use it for a few months. They wind up kind of cracking right there because there's a lot of force, pulling that away. It wants to spread, going just past halfway. Coolant's draining. Let's go ahead and take the degas bottle cap off. No, one more turn. No? Oh, just kidding. Okay, that's off. And we have the drain a little bit more. Turn it past halfway. There we go. Now we got a little better drain. Secondary coming at you. You guys want to stick around to do the thermostat? Should we? I guess we could. Let's get this situated. This was just for show and tell purposes. Really just got to drain the primary but I wanted to show you guys exactly the spot that you had to get to if you had factory bumper, and if you had a non-ranch hand but a step platform. Okay, we're gonna have to pop this and this off. So I've gotten one of these. Sometimes this works for the upper. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, the lower, that I'm gonna have to use a pick for. We'll go to level 3, ding, and we'll get the pick. I don't know if we can pop that off just yet. All right, we got more coolant. Let's see if we can pop this off and not get any dribbles. Come on. Okay, just a little. Just a little in there. Think we'll have any down there. All right, I'm gonna try to get up on that thing. Get up on that thing. So get up underneath here. And it's gonna be tough to show you, but I'm gonna try to do one of these, what we call a reach around. Look underneath here. This hose sheathing. Do I got it? Oh, come on, Nelly. Come out. There we go. Okay, clip is clipped out. I'm gonna rock the hose off like this. At least this thing doesn't have the stock intake on it, so a little more accessible. Okay, upper hose is coming off. Let me feel like the clip is gonna unclip itself, and it did. Okay, hose is off. Clip. Clip. Put the clip in. Clip back into place. All right, so we know we don't need any more coolant to drain. So let's go ahead and we'll turn this back. Clean enough to do it with my hands. Now we haven't made really any mess, and we can kind of get this coolant out of the way and put it over here so it don't get dirty. You got it out, you put it back. So now we're gonna grab the 8 milli 3/8 drive, wobbly do, and we're gonna go something like this. One, 2, 3. All right, just kind of wiggle it loose. And these bigger bolts, everything's gonna stay in there, but they're being captured by the rubber crossover tube gasket. Okay, thermostat. Now on older trucks, not older, other trucks, I've had these brass little collars actually fall down as I'm removing the thermostat housing and then fall down into here. I don't think they're necessarily gonna cause you a problem, but they're kind of aligning the bolt in the hole that it's going to in the crossover tube. So we're gonna reuse this. Now we're gonna get a good pair of pliers, preferably a nice pair of slip joinies. And now remember what I was talking about. If you guys, Charlie, bring them over here. Bring everybody at home in here. This right here, I want to stay on the inboard side, the turbo side. The turbo's on the inboard side, not the outboard side. We're gonna take the thermostat, kind of just lift it up. Okay, I'm gonna catch whatever coolant here. All right, so first impressions. You got it out, put it back. First impressions. Okay, let's flip it over. Do we have thermostat that is slightly sticking? Maybe, maybe not. All right, let's get a new one. Where's the new one? Here's the new one. Okay. Okay, we got a different bleed port, it looks like. So they changed something. We got just a little like Pintley valve looking thingy. And then we have, just looks like a little ball seat. So that's changed. So let's look at the spring. Let's make sure we have them on the same side. All right, let's look at the springs here. Looks like we got a lot of gap here. Okay, look at the thermostat. Look how far out this is here. And look how not far out it is here. Is that just a different designed thermostat? Okay, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. They don't, usually I'll see the rubber all... Wait, is that the temp?
Yep.
No way. We were trying to see if it was saying the temp. So maybe this thermostat's 201 degrees Fahrenheit and this one's 194 Fahrenheit? I don't know. I didn't ever pay attention to that. That's different right there. That's different right there. Kind of reminds me of 6.4 thermostats right there. But the gasket looks fine. I mean, I can't really say that these are stuck open, but we did get a 128. 128, when talking about thermostats, are usually really indicative of something sticking or not functioning with this little piece here. Electronically, you'd have a circuit code or something, but a P0128 is classic signs of thermostat time. So remember, we're gonna put that on the inboard side. We're gonna put this puppy right back down in here. Gasket's already on it. Make sure you push it down into its groove. Then you're gonna put the housing back on. I'll even take the bolts out. I just leave them kind of just like this. So it goes to seat itself. And then start them. Don't tighten them all the way down. Now, go ahead and torque them. Can't see, can't see, can't see, can't see. Guessing, guessing, guessing. No? Come on, right here. Come on, right here. Trying to. I had it. Okay. 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 All right, now for the upper hose. So you guys can choose. Since this truck has not a lot of mileage on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and reuse and put this into service, but I'm gonna put a little personal lubricant on here like this. Okay, okay. And we'll go ahead and just reinstall this back into the truck. Like this, like this. Okay, that's on, that's on, and that concludes this P0128. Cooling system needs to be filled. A lot of you guys ask if we got to use the vacuum fill, and we don't. All you have to do is just fill these up and it winds up burping itself, and it does a fairly good job. Take it for a road test, come back, let it burp, let it cool down a little bit, fill it right back up, and there's no real air pockets or anything that you're gonna have to mess with, causing you no heating concern or a lack of cooling coming from the engine itself. So if you guys have ever had a P0128 on your 6.7, let me know. It's not something I get often, but I'm gonna continue on with replacing some of these pipes with some upgraded ones and filling up this coolant. I appreciate you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, sub, share. What is your favorite pipe that you have me put on your truck? Pusher, HSM, PPE? I want to know. I'll see you guys.